Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be my everyday summer glowy makeup routine. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and thank you for watching. Jumping right into the video, I am using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I'm just going to work that into the skin really well. It does hide my pores and it helps keep all my oils under control. Next, I am taking my LA Colors Radiant Skin Nourishing Long Wear Liquid Makeup in the shade Ivory. I'm going to work this into the skin with buffing and stippling motions. This does help prevent getting streaks from using a brush. This has quickly become one of my favorite foundations for the summertime because it is so lightweight and light coverage, which is something I personally prefer during the summer months. But if you wanted to, you could build this up to a medium to full coverage and it will not look too heavy on the skin. Next, I am going to go in with the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector in the shade Fair. And I'm going to focus that on my under eye and on my eyelid to conceal the redness and to hide some of the veins that are on my eyelids. I am now going to go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Contour Palette, and unfortunately there is no shade name on the palette, but there are 3 shades in the palette. One is Highlight, Contour, and Bronze, and I'm mixing contour and bronze together to define my cheeks, but mostly bronze up the face because during the summer I prefer to be more bronze. Next, I am going in with my Maybelline Master Chrome Highlight in the shade Molten Gold, and I'm applying that with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. By doing this, it kind of gives me a damp base to apply my highlight onto later. I do apply the same highlight, but like I said, this is like a base, and I really love to glow. Next, I am going in with my RCMA No Color Translucent Powder, and I'm using that to set my under eyes and my T-zone, all the places that I typically get oily. I am now taking the same RCMA powder that I used on my under eyes and on my T-zone to set the rest of my face, but I am using a fluffier, less dense brush to do so, as well as less powder. I do prefer the rest of my face to be less powdered than my under eyes and my T-zone because those are the areas that don't get as oily. Next, I am going in with the Tarte Clay Play Volume No. 2 Eye and Cheek Palette. And I'm taking the shade Terracotta. It is the bronzer shade in the palette, and I'm using that to give me just a little bit more warmth to the perimeters of my face. I am now going in with my Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre Blush in the shade Princess Daiquiris. I always reach for this blush whenever I am doing a more natural look. I am now taking the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlight in the shade Molten Gold again, but this time I am applying it with the brush. And with that base down, you can see how much more of a glow I have. love to add just a little bit of a pinky highlight onto my cheeks during the summer. And today I'm using the Wet n Wild highlight in the shade Precious Petals. Dipping back into the Tarte Eye and Cheek palette, I'm mixing my fluffy brush into Sand and Instinct, and I'm just fluffing that over my crease, giving me just a little bit of a transition shade and also setting that concealer from earlier. Taking a smaller fluffy brush, I'm going to dip into Ember and Instinct, mixing them too as well. And I'm going to focus this on my outer corner and slowly bring it into my inner corner. And I'm going to build this up until I get the color payoff that I would like. Now taking a flat packing brush, I am going in with the shade Sand, and I am placing that on my eyelid, and doing this, it just brightens up my eye just a little bit, but doesn't give me anything too bold, something more natural. Now with a more dense fluffy brush, I'm going to dip into the shade Ember. I'm going to focus that on my outer corner, and I'm going to slowly bring it into my crease, but mainly keeping that shade on the outer corner just to give me some more depth. Just taking the e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls to highlight my brow bone and my inner corners. I did not record myself doing my eyebrows because that alone takes me quite a few minutes, but I used the ABH Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde, and also did not record myself doing my eyeliner. I used the e.l.f. Cream Liner in the shade Coffee. I am now doing my mascara with the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Mascara in the shade Black is Black. I am now taking a makeup wipe to remove any foundation or powder that is still stuck on my lips, because I personally cannot stand the feeling of having foundation or powder on my lips with lipstick over top. But then I am going to go over my lips with the Maybelline lipstick in Beige Babe, and go over that with the Maybelline Fib Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nude Flush. This is how I get my everyday summer glowy makeup routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give me a good thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you next time. Bye!